Hi Hope Church. I hope that over the last couple of weeks you've been hearing our vision as a church to help all people find their place in God's family and their purpose on God's mission. That's what we're about as a church. We believe that God has spoken to us about making that our focus. And if we make that our focus, then it will mean that at times we'll have to change some of the things that we do and the way that we do things. But we're open to change, however challenging it might be, because God has spoken to us. And some of the changes that we're making over the next few months regard our small groups. And hopefully you've either been here or you've seen a document that we've sent out that speaks about the changes that we're making. But I wanted to let you know that on Sunday, August 4th, we're having a small group Sunday. Okay, so on that morning, we're all going to be together at Hope Church, but we're going to be talking a bit more about what the changes will look like, and we're going to be announcing what the small groups for next term, beginning in September, will be. Because what we're doing, to remind you, is not just having life groups, okay, but we're having kind of broader groups that can be split into three areas. So life groups, kind of what we have right now, they'll continue, and you can sign up to those. There'll also be focus groups, so they may be based around a course or based around a ministry objective. Okay, and then there'll also be activity groups, so there'll be groups based around something that people do together. Okay, so and that can be for Christians or for non-Christians. Okay, so you will have an option next term to sign up for one of those groups, or for two of those groups, or for however many of those groups you want to go to. You can say, well, I'm still wanting to go to a life group, but I also want to get involved in this activity group, this focus group. I want to invite my neighbor to this activity group, because these groups are for everybody. We want to help all people find their place in God's family and their purpose on God's mission. So Sunday, August 4th is a really important day. If you can be there, please be there. But the main thrust of this video is to let you know that if you've been thinking off the back of these announcements about groups, well, actually, I think I could start a group. I know some of you have said, I'd love a group based around this activity, because then I can invite my neighbor, my friend, my workmate. Or you've said, I'd love a group based around this focus, because I really feel like the church needs to know more about that. And those are great. We want to encourage you and release you to maybe begin those kind of groups. But we announced when we talked about the groups that we don't want people just coming to us as leaders and saying, okay, here's an idea for a group, now you go and do that, please. No, we kind of want to put the impetus back on you and say, okay, if you've got an idea, why don't you first find one other person who can help you with that? So maybe it's one other person who can lead with you in that group, or you don't feel like you can lead it, so you need to find somebody who can. So then there are two of you who really believe in the vision for the group. Okay, and then can you find one or two other people, okay, who will come and be a part of that with you? So actually then, if you've done that, you've got 3 or 4 people right off the bat, and that group works. And if you can do that over the next 2 weeks and come to me and say, actually, I've got this idea for a group, and there's 3 of us, there's 4 of us, and we're passionate about it, and we're going to do it, and we're going to make it work. Okay, if you can come to me with that over the next 2 weeks, that would be brilliant. And if it's a group that we want to run as a church, if it fits with our vision, if it fits with what we believe, then we'll be in a position to say, okay, let's run that next term. And it would be great to know about that before August 4th. In fact, it would be great to know about that before July 21st, just so we can start to put some information together about all the groups. At the latest, we need to know by July 28th. Okay, so please, if you are considering a group that you might start, those are the dates that we need to know about it. So we can let people know over August, people can sign up over August, and the groups will start in mid-September. We're really excited as a leadership team. We hope that you're excited as a church about helping all people, that's your friends, your family members, your neighbours, helping all people find their place in God's family and helping all people find their purpose on God's mission. Will you be a part of that? Will you come on August 4th saying, I'm going to get as involved as I can in these groups. I'm going to lead one if I can. Please, play your part in what God is calling us to do as Hope Church.